What's up YouTube? Ian Sandusky back here again for Let's Machine. Today we're going to go through how to do a little bit more advanced surfacing in Mastercam X9. We're going to surface some skulls out of aluminum. It's going to look really cool. It's that time of year, we might as well do it. If you don't have Mastercam X9, you've already upgraded to 2017. Everything should be more or less the same. If you're not using Mastercam, well, this is a little lesson you can use anyway. We're going to be inside the Haas Automation VF2 today. This is my only machine that has a 10,000 RPM spindle on it. With doing surfacing and aluminum especially, really nice to have that capability. If you don't have it, don't push your machine too hard. All we need in the machine today, we're going to use a 1/2 inch cutter, flat end mill, a 1/8 ball nose, and a 1/4 inch ball nose, all out of carbide. Simple vise on the table will do. Let's go take a look upstairs. Let's program it up and see what we're working with. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. First of all, I didn't draw the skull. This is a very nice anatomically correct skull I found on GrabCAD. I'll link the guy who created this there. So I want to machine this skull coming out of a piece of aluminum. So what I've done is I have 1 inch material. So I've drawn my material here, and then I'll actually use the stock setup, which you can see here, at 900 thou. That way I know at the bottom I'm going to have 100 thou to hold on to. Don't need to worry about it. So to start, I drew that on there, created a flat boundary, which you can see here, which cuts it off. So I'm only going to have that much of the head sticking out. Remember, we're not using 5-axis or 4-axis here, so anything that's undercut here is just going to be straight down, which is just fine with me. For the roughing, I'm using a 1/2 inch ML, just flat, just area rough. It's pretty easy to do. I'll turn it on here so you can see it. That's just to make a little bit less work and do the big hogging, so my 1/4 inch cutter we're going to program here in a second doesn't have to. So if I turn that back off, I'm going to show you how we're going to program this. We're going to program that 1/4 inch roughing pass using a 1/4 inch ball nose. So let's select parallel. This is a boss, not a cavity. Select drive surfaces. Now remember, drive surfaces are what we want to machine. Just going to select that entire thing. Hey, yes. Now we want to have a check surface. I don't want this to clean up this flat boundary. Check surfaces is what you can make it stay away from. So we're going to select that. Go in here, we're going to select our 1/4 inch ball nose end mill. I got 10,000 RPM spindle in there, so we're going to pop that in. This is going to be tool 4. Feed rate, I'm probably going to be feeding about 60 inches a minute. Plunge, probably around 30 because we're not going to take big cuts. Rapid retract on. Clearance, we don't need clearance. Our retract will do that for us. Now we want to leave about 5 thou on the drive to clean up with our 1/8 ball nose end mill. On check, it's going to stay away from the check anyway, so we're not really going to worry about putting in an actual stock to leave in there. Our parameters, max step down, let's say 50 thou. Max step over, again, let's say 50 thou. We could probably get more aggressive with this if we wanted to, but we're not in a rush, we're just doing this for fun. So we're going to let that go ahead and thread. If we had used one of the high-speed toolpaths here, Mastercam X9 has a multi-threading manager, so you don't need to wait for it. You can do other stuff, but since this is a legacy toolpath, you do need to wait. So we can see that's going to be stepping down in 50 thou increments. I can tell already there's going to be some air milling in there. That's okay. I don't really care. I'm going to put this on, walk away, and go do other work anyway, so I don't really care if it's going to take some time. So you can see that's going to rough everything out for me. And then if we go on and select our last toolpath, I'm using a high-speed scallop to finish this with a 1/8 ball nose. And you can see, ooh, it's going to look nice. I could have made this get finished by something flat. Like I said, I don't really care. I'm just going to pop it on and walk away. So let's run this on the screen here. Select everything. Let it process. If you got a faster computer than I do, this won't take so long. Full screen this for you here. Make the tool translucent. So there's the 1/2 inch ball flat going through. There's my 1/4 inch ball nose. Turn on the color loop so we can see the difference here. Let's speed it up. So we can see really all that's doing is creating space for my 1/8 ball nose. The 1/8 ball nose is still going to kind of plunge here in a couple places, so I mean I'm probably going to slow down how fast it's feeding downwards. Using a 1/8 ball nose that's over 1 inch long might create some problems. I really don't feel like having a lot of chatter or breaking any MLs today. So you can see this is going to go ahead, start at the center. I think I have a 3 thou step over, which should have a really nice finish there. Yeah. So let's go downstairs. Let's run it. I'm tired of watching the simulation.